So in this class we're going to do an exercise to break down our character animal using what we have learned with action lines and shape language in our previous classes. So let's get started by creating a blank canvas in Procreate. I'm going to start off by importing a reference photo, and I'm going to be using the one I have provided in the class resources of a zebra that I took myself, but feel free to use a reference photo of your choice. So to import the photo, we go up to the spanner icon at the top and then select Insert a File or Photo, and then locate where your photo is and tap on it to import it. Let's then scale the photo down in size on the canvas. And then we're going to reduce the opacity of the photo by going to our layers, 2-finger tap, and then with 1 finger drag across the screen to reduce the opacity, which we roughly want to be around 35%. Then let's create a new layer above the photo. Rename that layer Sketch, and also rename the layer underneath with the photo reference. So pick the brush HB Pencil HD1 and pick the colour red, and then create a new layer and name this layer Action Line. So in the previous class about action lines, I talked about the importance of drawing this line first to give movement to your animal character. So when we look at the zebra photo, we can see a lovely flowing movement arcing around as the zebra grazes on the grass. So let's draw this in. So now we have the action line. Let's move on to doing our shape language. Select the layer we named Sketch and then change our colour to a dark black tone. In the previous class we talked about basic shapes like circles, triangles, squares to name a few to build up our character animals. Now a quick tip for Procreate is the use of quick shapes. So for example, if you draw a circle and then hold it with the Apple Pencil and not take it off the screen, and then with the other hand tap with 1 finger, you will create a perfect circle. This also works for numerous other shapes too. So start using these basic shapes to go over the photo and build up our animal using that technique. Use circles and ovals to emphasize the main features like the head and the top of the front legs and back legs. But use that photo as a guide to pick out where those shapes are meant to be and really look at it and concentrate on those areas. So you now have an action line with your basic shapes over your reference photo. Now repeat the same process below, but without using the photo as a reference. Now this may seem counterproductive, but it is a great exercise to do to build up your visual memory, and going forward will give you a lot more confidence in drawing character animals without tracing over a photo. So let's now 2-finger tap the sketch layer and reduce the opacity to around 16%. We are now going to name that layer Sketch Rough and create a new layer above that one and call that Sketch Detail. We're now going to use the photo and rough sketch shape language as a guide to add more clean lines and detailed features like the stripes of the zebra, the mane, the eyes, to build up a really nice animal sketch pose. Once you have completed that technique of creating that detailed sketch over the photo, repeat the same process again on the faded sketch without the photo. Like I have previously explained, this is a great exercise to do to build up your own visual memory and build up the confidence to not rely on photos for tracing. So you've now completed the exercise breaking down your animal, which will give you more confidence for creating your character animal poses. So in the next class, we're going to be looking at light and depth.